Hello, Hacker News. My name is Pietro, and today I want to talk to you about Manufact, the MCP vertical cloud, a cloud designed for you to deploy, test, and monitor your MCP servers and apps. So let's get into the product. This is the main dashboard of the organization where you deploy your MCP servers. As you see here, this is the list of servers that we deployed on this organization. And to deploy a server, you just connect your GitHub repo, choose your MCP server source, and you can deploy it with a click of a button. As you see here, we support all the different MCP frameworks. Let's use this server right here, Acme Analytics. You see that you just specify the build command, the start command, and a few configuration variables, your environment variables, and you can just one-click deploy. While this deploy, I will show you a server that actually has been already deployed. So let's go to this one, which is the same server. And you see here, this is the server dashboard where we show you the information about your MCP server. So once your MCP server is deployed on Manufact, you'll get a live URL. In this dashboard, we connect live to it and we show you the information that MCP returns. On the right here, you see all the metadata, and here you see the tool, prompts, and resources. So once your server is live on Manufact, you can immediately interact with it in the chat, where you can use different models. So for instance, let's ask this question to this analytics MCP server. And this will, with a simple agent loop, will test your server. In this case, you see that the MCP server returns a UI. We call those MCP apps. And our platform is, of course, fully compliant with MCP apps. And so you can use it to test those as well. So you see here, in this case, we return a simple analytics page. You can use the chat to test your MCP server, but you can also test the tools one by one, prompts and resources all the same. In the deployments tab, you'll see all the different deployments, and you can also see the deployments on not the main branches. So you have preview deployments that you can test in the same exact way that you test your prod deployments. And this is very useful when you're pushing new changes on different branches. So let's go back to main. We have the server logs, of course, the environment variables, and the analytics. This is a very interesting topic and I have a better example for this here. So you see here, this is a remotion server, and it got quite some usage. And on analytic page, we show you which client connects to your MCP server all the time, which different clients, and the breakdown by tool, resources that are called into the server. Broke down, of course, by time. And along with that, the geographic distribution. So this is very interesting because you can understand where your users are using your server the most. So let's go back to Acme Analytics because I want to show you a few more features. So again, analytics to help you understand how your MCP server is used and where it breaks. Observability tabs is like an MCP-specific observability tab where we show you all the MCP calls and the session associated with them that have been through your MCP server. And then we have some more advanced features, such as testing. We have a testing tab where you can define a test suite and run it against the real clients. So for instance, here we have two test suites, and they both run against the ChatGPT and our own inspector. So our Manufact client and both the ChatGPT. So if we go here, for instance, and we look at the rundown on ChatGPT, we can replay the video of the MCP server being used on ChatGPT. So you make sure that your MCP server actually works as expected on the different clients, which is very different than testing it with a specific model, because a client like ChatGPT or Claude are model plus hardness, of course. And you see here that this works fine. We have, of course, an agent that oversees this process and makes sure that the test is passing or not. We also ship a public chat where basically you can enable this public chat, set some prompts that you think your users might want to try and play with. And then you can simply share your URL and you get a chat where people can try for free your MCP server without installing or anything. Then we have a checklist. A checklist is a tool we use to make sure your MCP server or app is compliant with the submission process of ChatGPT and Claude. So here, once you run your checklist, you will see a set of instructions to improve your server to make sure that it will be publishable on the connector stores on Claude or the ChatGPT App Store for OpenAI. And also we have a copy prompt that you can copy into your agent so that those problems are fixed and your MCP server improves quickly. For ChatGPT specifically, today you have to provide some artifacts. So screenshots, you need to provide a demo video of your app, and you need to provide all the app details in this JSON format. With the submission pack, we have to generate this autonomously so that you don't lose time manually generating screenshots, which are specifically pretty painful to create. So here are the screenshots for this specific app. And you can basically download them and upload them into the submission process of your ChatGPT app very quickly. And also the demo video is here where basically we show the usage of your app. And this is another required field by the ChatGPT app submission. So there it is. Of course, you can set your custom domains and many of the common things you would find in a cloud provider, which is focused on the X. And here it is. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed Manufact.